Hello. Hello, everyone. We already got thumbs up on the building. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello, my name is Tiara Shardé. I am a spiritual mentor, certified master life coach, author, CEO, and founder of the Embodying the Goddess Transformation Program, as well as the Pussy Portal Masterclass. How are you? I hope that you're having a fabulous day. Look, I got lipstick on my teeth. I hope that you're having a fabulous day. I hope that you're loving up on yourself. I hope that you feel juicy, prosperous, healthy, and I'm so happy to be with you all today. All right. Welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. There are links in the description box for you to find more information out about me and what I have going on. And let's get into the message. Shout outs to y'all who joined me on Clubhouse. Um, Yesterday, Sunday, we've been up on Clubhouse. So shout outs to y'all. Shout outs to my sister goddesses in the circle, in the program, in the masterclass. You the real MVP. Shout outs to you. I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So this video is for the cosmic wombs. Hey y'all, welcome, welcome. This is for the cosmic wombs out there. Hang on. All right. So the agenda against women, right? So if you've been in my program, my workshops, sister circles, you already know a little bit about this topic, this agenda. It's been showing up quite a bit, and it's been the tone, it's been the climate for quite a while now, and I just keep receiving messages to talk about it. It's very important. Many of you, you know me, you know much of my life and my work. It is in service to the Most High, to the Goddess. It is to be of service to my sister goddesses out there, the women who are aligned with healing, expansion, stepping into their power and their magic. They want to learn what the power of the pussy even means, right? So this message is for you. All right. So I do want you to, my sister, and shout out to the men, because we do have men who support my platform, support me and my channel. So shout out to y'all. How you doing? No, so let me stop. Y'all see, I already acted up. I've already acted up. All right. So women out there, I want you to be aware of who you are. I want you to be aware of who you are and what you're here to do, and the path that is being laid for you, as well as the call, right, that is coming through for you. I want you to be aware of that. So it is the return of the divine feminine. It's been popping off for years now. It showed up on the scene in many different ways. Women were really into eating well, yoni steams, yoni eggs, sister circles, yoga, twerk, all these things, right? Crystals, tarot, the awakening of woman, of the divine feminine, and of the goddess. You can see that. You saw that with that whole wave, right? The heels class, the pole classes. That literally is divine feminine. That is the goddess awakening. And it may not look like how we expect, right? It may not look like how we expect, but that's what's happening. And each woman is expressing that call, that awakening, in whatever way aligns with her, right? So that's been going on. It's a really beautiful environment, atmosphere that we're in right now. And it's important to hone in on that and really dive deep, right? So whatever you are into, maybe you're not into heels classes, do something else. You could do salsa in your house. You could sign up. You can go to paint and sips, and you could do different things to kind of further you in your awareness, your creativity, spiritual foundations. There's so much you can do. So while this is happening, you also have the system, right? The system of oppression with women. And y'all, please let me know if I'm glitchy or anything like that, okay? You also have the system of oppression that has been there for a long time, right? Like our moms or grandmas, all of this stuff is passed down. How to dress, how to think, how to interact. If you, hey Rod, how you doing, love? If you, you know, you're basically told how to live, who to be since you were born, right? You never really belonged to yourself, and you had society tell you who to be and how to live, what to think. You have psyops. You have bots out here trying to tell Black women who to be and what to think and how much money she could earn and what kind of man she could have. You have all of this, so I need you to understand the agenda. I need you to see the system that's at play on the planet. And I just want you to see the system that's on the planet right now. I want you to see how how insidious it is. Usually, when I do these things, right? I do these workshops, I do these live streams. We do have people come in who want to infiltrate, they want to disrupt, they want to take woman off of her path, right? So there is a need for you to be aware of that. There is a need for you to be aware of that, sister, and move accordingly. What are one of the agendas, Tiara? What agenda are you talking about? All right, let's talk about it. Let's get into it, okay? So you have this agenda about the wombs and birth and the creation of life, right? So now you can't say breastfeeding. Shout outs to my doulas and my midwives who are super against that and anti chest feeding and things like that. Shout outs to you. Because now I'm hearing down the pike that certain wellness centers, certain services and doula like businesses are saying, well, you can't say breastfeeding anymore. You have to say chest feeding because we have to respect who comes through our doors and everyone who's giving birth, right? You can say whatever you want to say about it. You could have all sorts of feelings and emotions about it. However, I need you to just zoom out of those feelings and emotions and see the agenda, right? Because woman gives birth. She is woman. She has a womb. She has a portal to the cosmos. She's able to bring life into this physical reality. Why is it now all of a sudden disrespectful to say breastfeeding to the mother after she's just given birth? She literally just gave birth. She literally sacrificed her life to bring someone, a beautiful soul, into this time and space. How dare you say it's now disrespectful to say breastfeeding? So now they're sending this directive out to doulas and midwives and the hospitals and centers that you will get in trouble if you say breastfeeding, if you give the baby, the infant, to the mom after she just gave birth. If you say breastfeed, here, you could breastfeed your newborn baby. You could get in trouble for that because the new term is chest feeding. You feel me? So I need you to see the climate. I need you to see that. That's just one. That's just one incy wincy agenda, but it's huge. It's one of many, okay? So you see how women's rights are being infringed upon. And y'all know me, I'm not a feminist. I'm not into all of that 3D structure. It's more celestial. It's cosmic. It's spiritual. I'm not really into the whole all that other shit, right? So put that to the side. That's just one agenda. What's another agenda? Y'all know there's many agendas. What else? Hang on. I'm not saying that. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, so we don't got to get into it. All right. On the on my website is linked in the description box. In front of the About Me section, I believe it's in the About Me. It's absolutely in the Embodying the Goddess page, right? That page that lets you know what I'm about, what you're getting into. Don't sign up for this if you don't like to hear this, and this is who it is, right? This is who I am, and this is what it is. There was a need to distinguish who I'm talking to, because you have a lot of others claiming to be woman, and they're not. And I needed to be very clear, because they were very clear with me who this work is for, who I'm showing up for, why I'm doing it, what it looks like, step by step. Some things are not revealed until I get there, and that's fine. I'm surrendering to that. But it's who I am. My work is for woman, the woman who was born as woman. So I changed I adjusted the spelling of woman to include the womb, right? The word womb in it. I had a beautiful sis, shout out to the sis, message me and was like, yo, like, I get why you're making the distinction between the womb men and woman. Like, there needs to be this separation. Now, this came up, I believe, in the video I did about the church. There needs to be the distinction. There needs to be this separation. One is not like the other. Don't get it fucked up, because the divine doesn't have it fucked up. So you might not want to either. You want to be really clear on who's wearing camouflage and who's not, because it's spiritual warfare is what it is. It's spiritual warfare against natural born woman. It is. And I've been saying this for years, and I come across a lot over the years. I came across a lot of shit, y'all, a lot of hostilities. Y'all saw there's 2 different men here in the chat who were trying to get at me. Like, y'all see, I come across like a lot of pushback, especially with the titles of these videos. If I'm talking to woman, if I'm talking to womb, if I'm talking about anything liberation, anything healing, there's always that interference. And now it's the message like, no, go hard in the motherfucking paint. Let the women know what it is, so they don't fall for the okie doke. All right? So they don't fall for the okie doke. So, that needs to be said. That needs to be said. The women out there, you must be supported and protected in the things that you do, in all ways. And you must be aware. Forewarned is forearmed. My mother always used to say that. The old folks, the elders used to say that. Forewarned is forearmed. So I want you to see the agendas. As you go about your day-to-day life, I want you to see, how are they disrespecting, degrading woman? Also, this agenda with the mother wound. Take a look at the mother wound. All right, there's this lack of nurturing and love and support on the system, and that speaks to the mothering that's there. So if you want to heal as a woman, as as a mother, the best thing that you can do is address that mother wound. All right, address the mother wound. And that becomes an agenda too, because it's like, no, and I could take care of myself. It's cool. I had to take care of myself all this time. I don't need to heal this. I don't need sisters, right? I don't need to address the way I feel about my mom. I don't need to do that. Pay attention to the agendas. Also, there's the agenda. Every time I put on like a mainstream show, I see the agenda between Black women and Black men. Pay attention to that. In these shows, it's rare for you to see a Black man and a Black woman in romantic union that is not full of chaos and mayhem. But the same show, there'll be an interracial couple, and it's amazing. Oh my God, it's the best relationship they've ever had. this black man's with this other woman and he's fulfilled, and this black woman is with this other type of man and she's fucking fulfilled. But you don't really see black men, black women in relationship and healthy on TV, on Netflix, like on anything, social media. It's so weird. It's insidious. Pay attention to that agenda, and not to feed into it, but to just see. So they're trying to make me believe that this isn't possible, that the opportunity will never be there, that I cannot have what I want, that everybody else is in romantic union with each other, but we cannot be. It's all of this stuff. And I need you to understand that, woman. All right. Now, the reason why you are being suppressed at this time is because you hold a lot of power, especially right now. Like, especially right now in this time, y'all. I'm trying to fucking tell you, you hold so much power. They want to make sure, sister, that you are distracted by hair, by makeup, by clothes, by sex. You know, because sometimes I talk about the pussy portal and people go straight to pleasure. They go straight to the vibrator. And I'm just like, whoa. But like, that's not what I'm talking about. Right? So don't be distracted by just sex and pleasure. You know, as soon as I mention the pussy portal, people be like, yo, yup, I just bought me some new batteries because, like, sis, no, baby, no. The pussy portal is the sacred temple. It is a spiritual practice. It is a spiritual foundation. You can have it on its own, or you could add it into your spiritual practice right now. That's what it is. It's tapping into the cosmos. It's tapping into the sacred mother. You are literally in the presence of the Most High and the Goddess when you go into the pussy portal. It's not masturbation. It's not so much self-pleasure. That is a part of it later on. But the pussy portal is about healing and expansion. We do work in the portal. And it's not hard, and it's not painful, and it's not grueling. We're not dragging ourselves. We're not bleeding and going against the Most High. We're surrendering to the Most High when we go into the pussy portal. And it has nothing to do with having a partner, having porn, having lube, or toys. None of that. None of that is there. So I do want to say that. Be mindful of that agenda, sister, to get you out of your body, to get you going to another outlet for healing, pleasure, bliss, transmutation, transformation. You know, you don't have to go outside of yourself for those things. And that's what we teach in the portal. And they are afraid of you knowing this information. They are afraid of you knowing this information. All right? They're afraid. Why are they afraid? Because, sister, you are the portal. You are the goddess. Because you can tap into a cosmic portal inside of you and you can create from that space. You can say, no, I don't like the way that things are going on my home planet, on this planet, wherever you from, sis, because a lot of people ain't from here for real, okay? I am not dealing with this type of behavior on my planet. I'm not allowing someone to disrespect me, a natural born woman, and say that breastfeeding is discrimination and disrespectful for others who claim to be me. Do you understand the mental illness that entails? Like, can we just take a moment? Can we just take a minute, damn it, to show some respect for the level of mental illness that is amongst this society, for people to think that shit is okay? How is that okay? All right? It's not okay. And I need my sisters to understand it. We're not going for that shit. What the fuck you mean? The divine said that I am woman. So I am woman. and my rights will be heard. My voice will be heard. What I say motherfucking goes. Oh, you don't think it is? Tap into the pussy portal and watch. That's the energy that we coming with. That's the energy. Y'all about to see Tiara in rare form in the masterclass. Y'all about to see me in real rare form. All right. You think this is whatever you think it is? Sign up to the masterclass in my sister circles and you go see who I am, because I don't be playing that shit. So if you're like me and you feel like, well, that's fucking weird because I was literally born this way. I didn't have a choice. I was born with a pussy in a womb. And you telling me that natural talk about my body is disrespecting somebody else that wasn't born a woman, bitch. This is why we tap in. Goddess, sister, that's just one of the reasons. Because there's certain agendas playing in this reality that ain't cool. It doesn't honor the goddess. It doesn't honor the sacred mother. It doesn't honor you. It doesn't honor our maternal bloodline. They've been through too much. They've been through too much for us to just sit on the sidelines and be like, oh, okay, well, yeah, I'll just call it chest feeding. Like, all right, let me not offend anybody when I need to pull my titty out and feed my baby that I just birthed. Let me call it chest feeding because I don't want to offend the other. So go into the pussy portal and create the world that you want, sis. Go into the pussy portal and liberate and honor your maternal bloodline who didn't have an opportunity to slow down, who didn't have a chance to have pleasure and bliss and clarity and get her mind together and really think about exactly what she wanted out of life. She just had to go with whatever it was because that's how society was. And especially if you're my complexion, that's just how things were. She didn't really have time to be juicy and prosperous and abundant. When she had time for that? When did she have time to slow down and light her candles and journal and read and release some of the stress and energy out of her body, out of her womb? When did she have the time to go to sister circles, go to the high priestess, to get sensual sexual traumas transmuted from her body? When did our maternal bloodline have time for that? But we're in a time and space with so many resources, access to so many healing modalities, access to sisterhoods all over the place. So align with your tribe and tap in. They fear you tapping in because when you do, a lot of the shit going on stops. A lot of the chaos in your life stops. A lot of us, we grew up in with trauma, so we like actively pursue it in our adult life, and we may not know that. You know, like a child who's been beat most of their life, you kind of gotta beat them in order for them to go to bed. You know, I heard a sister say that was so fucking profound, and it's so true. Who has seen children like that? Who has been that child where, you know, you've been neglected and abandoned? Like if beating me is gonna get me to feel some sort of attention or some sort of nurturing and care, then I'm gonna take the ass whooping so that I can feel good enough to go to sleep. Many of us women, we were like that, so we grow up and we like create chaos in our life. Like we create situations so that we could come in and save the day and come in and be seen and come in and be accepted. Like, oh my gosh, you're right. You don't deserve that treatment because you just saved me. It's this whole thing that we do. And I need you to see that as well. The not resolving those traumas, those childhood wounds. So, you know, we get in that. I don't like how that. Okay, that's better. We get into that in the masterclass, you know, inner child in the mother womb, so that you can tap in. Because a woman who is not healed, has not healed the mother womb, or the woman who has not began healing the inner child, tapping into her divinity, she's lost out here for real. And that's no disrespect. It's just what it is. It really is what it is. You hear a lot of women like, yeah, I'm a goddess, I'm a queen, but goddess, queens, they heal. They heal. You got to have courage to heal as well, right? But a goddess, to me, this is how I look at it, right? A goddess is a woman who actively pursues her healing, actively pursues wisdom and understanding and compassion and mercy and tapping into her magic and her divinity. To me, that's a goddess. I'll call you a goddess because I'm like, yo, she a goddess for real. Like, that shit was hard. It was hard. It's hard to heal. Especially a lot of us have been doing it on our own. A lot of us didn't have that type of support system, so we had to do it on our own. So the system fears you coming into sisterhood and community. They fear that. They rather you be all alone, sis. They really rather you do that, because when you're all alone, it's like, well, you're susceptible. You're just what are you? You're just what are you? It may be all of your angels in them. That's great. But in this physical reality, there's one of you. But when you have a community of women and we tapping into the womb grid, the womb consciousness, oh, we lit. We lit. 3 women is like an army of 300. For real. For real. With what can be done. The accelerated healing, the accelerated manifestation, the accelerated paradigm shift. It's fast, it's accelerated. And I always say this, it's like, when you hang out with your homegirl and now your periods link up. You was with your sister last week and now your period started when hers did, and you know that yours is at the end of the month, hers is in the middle. That's the power of woman. We're cosmic. We link up. And if we link up on one accord, we could get a lot of shit done in this time and space. And they fear that. They fear your anger about the things that have happened to you, your communities, your mama, your daddy. They fear your anger, your retribution. They fear you exacting divine justice in this time and place, sis, right? I'm presenting a different way of doing this work. One that includes a lot of self-care, self-love, and pleasure. One that includes a lot of ritual and magic. So you don't have to get mad and angry in the way that you'll show out, right? In the way that you'll fight, you'll argue, you cut someone out, right? We don't have to do it that way. We go into the portal and we do it with magic. We do it with spirituality. That's how we fight. We're high priestesses, we're goddesses. What? I could throw hands, but I'm really about the magic too. So what's up? So that's what they fear. All right, that's what they fear. So that is my message to the cosmic wombs out there. Really understand what's going on in your reality and understand what is required of you at this time. I did a video a few days ago, I think maybe last week. Check it out, the videos before this one. What is required of you at this time? What is required of you? And it's not so much like working hard. It's more tapping into your divinity, because when you tapped in, you don't have to work hard. Spirit moves for you. Spirits move for you. Ancestors move for you. You allow the divine to move. So you're never like going against anything. It's always flow. And flow isn't just divine feminine either, but it's all this beautiful surrender and beautiful dance relationship with the divine. All right. So I want y'all to tap in. What time is it? Oh crap. Okay. So I'm taking calls today, y'all, for the Pussy Portal Masterclass. We're still in early enrollment. So look, I'm only accepting a certain number for this this wave of the masterclass. And anyone who wants to sign up later, like in the fall, let me know and I'll send you the wait list. All right, so you can add your information and get in on the fall. Okay, because I'm really about creating sacred spaces and sacred containers for the women I'm working with. So I want to make sure that it's the right number of women, it's the right energies. I always ask that women who are aligned with the work, because like I said, a lot of women, some women hear Pussy Portal and they're like, ooh, I want this. Yes. Girl, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. This is not bubblegum and giggles at all. At all. You're going to have a lot of fun. But I only want women who are willing to do the work, because look, like, this is not for play at all. All right. So that needed to be said. Oh, that needed to be said. I'm an artist and I'm serious about my shit now. I'm a messenger and I'm serious about my shit. So when you come into the masterclass, yes, you're gonna have a lot of juicy deliciousness, a lot of that. Okay, we women, we're the shit. All right, I almost got up out my chair. Listen, we the shit. All right, we're the shit for real. So there's always gonna be delicious juiciness, abundance, and prosperity when we come around. We're doing that. So that's included. Don't worry about that. But we are doing the work. Much is required of you. You're asking for a lot. You want to be a queen on earth. You want to be in leadership. You want to have a connection with the divine. You want to heal. You want to make money. That requires something from you. So it's not something to play with. All right. So all the links are in the description box. I hope I put my Clubhouse in the description box too, because I started up rooms. We have our Pussy Portal Club on Clubhouse, so make sure you join. We did a room, we did a couple rooms this past week that were amazing. And it's always like the divine brings the right woman. It's always quality, never quantity, which is what I like. That's the shit I like, okay? So yeah, follow me there. Follow me on Clubhouse. My Instagram is in the description. The Sister Circle is there. I forgot what else I have in the description, but just, in my email, right? So ladies, if you want to, I could have just linked my calendar, huh? I should have just linked my calendar. Anyway, but if you want to get on the phone with me, I'm taking calls today and tomorrow. Hang on. I'm taking calls today and tomorrow for women who are interested in the masterclass, or you have more questions, or you want to get in on the fall semester, or you want to know the perks of early enrollment. I advise you to email me. All right. I love y'all. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I will talk to you soon. Have an amazing day. Peace and love. Mwah.